You're already a master at this, even if you don't see it. Every time you've pushed through a tough day, you've been planting seeds in that garden. When you spoke up in a meeting, even though your heart was pounding like a jackhammer, you were swinging that sledgehammer at your prison bars. When you decided to try something new, a hobby, a conversation, a risky move, that was you stepping out of the script, refusing to be a coin flip. You've got the wiring for courage. It's in your neural pathways, firing like a supernova when you choose action over hesitation. Science backs this. Neuroplasticity means your brain reshapes itself every time you act against fear. You're already rewriting your destiny, even in small ways. Like when you smiled at a stranger and felt that spark of connection. That's the seed sprouting. But you're stuck sometimes, aren't you? You feel like a ship anchored in a storm, creaking but not moving. You think they should understand me, like you're waiting for the world to hand you a permission slip. Bullshit. It's like expecting the ocean to part before you sail. You don't wait for the wind. You steer. Let's reframe that. You understand you first, and the world catches up. Like a mirror, it reflects what you project. Smile, and it smiles back. Roar, and it echoes. Let's talk about those weeds. Those limiting beliefs choking your growth. You've got, "I'm not enough," whispering in your ear, like a snake oil salesman peddling doubt. Or, "I don't want to upset anyone," like you're a tightrope walker, scared to wobble. Maybe it's, "I'll start tomorrow," as if time is a vending machine that'll keep spitting out chances. These are prison bars, and you're pacing in a cell that you built yourself. Why? Because safety feels like a warm blanket, but it's a slow poison, numbing your soul. Science says this: your amygdala, that fear center in your brain, it loves to hijack you, pumping cortisol to keep you safe. But safety is stagnation, and karma doesn't reward cowards. The universe doesn't care if you fuck up. It cares if you try. You're not here to be liked. You're here to be legendary. Think of yourself as a comet, blazing across the sky. Some will stare in awe. Others will squint and turn away. That's not your problem. Your job is to burn bright, to challenge the status quo, to shock people awake. When you speak your truth, it's like throwing a stone into a still pond. Ripples spread, changing relationships, careers, even society. You're not just you. You're the catalyst. Let's weave this into your unconscious with some hypnotic magic. Picture yourself standing at the edge of a cliff, wind in your hair, heart pounding like a war drum. You've been here before, every time you hesitated, overthought, or waited for permission. That's real, isn't it? You know that feeling, like a knot in your gut, telling you to stay small, to play nice. Nod if you feel that. Good. Now, let's shake things up. Imagine you're not on a cliff, but in a rocket, strapped in, countdown ticking. The old you would analyze the fuel, check the weather, wait for a green light, but that's not you anymore. Confusion hits. Why wait? Why explain? Why control? The rocket doesn't need permission to launch. It just goes, and so do you. Take a deep breath, and as you exhale, feel yourself blasting off, leaving doubt behind like ash in the wind. You're not waiting anymore. You're moving, acting, living. This is the yes set, confusion, command loop. I pace your reality, those moments of hesitation. I confuse the patterns by shifting the metaphor from a cliff to a rocket. Now the command, you act now, you speak now, you live now. Your brain loves this structure. It's how Ericksonian hypnosis works. Slipping past resistance like a thief in the night, planting new beliefs in your unconscious so they feel natural, effortless, like they were always yours. So why do you hold back? Because people get scared when you step out of line. They're like crabs in a bucket, pulling you back when you climb. They'll call you crazy, unrealistic, too much. Fuck them. They're not rejecting you. They're rejecting the mirror you hold up, showing them their own stagnation. Science explains this. Social conformity is wired into our brains, a survival trick from caveman days. But you're not a caveman, you're a creator, a disruptor. When you challenge their script, you're not breaking rapport, you're building it. Real rapport comes when they feel your fire, your care, your refusal to let them sleepwalk through life. You're not here to coddle, you're here to ignite. You already act with intention sometimes. Think of that time you stood up for a friend or pushed through a workout when you wanted to quit. That's you being a badass. Now let's expand it. Imagine your life as a video game. Every time you overthink, you lose a life. Every time you act, you gain a power-up. Try this next time you're scared to speak up. Treat it like a boss battle. Say one true thing, even if it's small. I disagree. I want this. Watch the game shift. Or picture yourself as a chef tossing ingredients into a pot. Doubt, toss it out. Fear, burn it. Intention, that's the secret sauce. Stir it into every conversation, every choice. Here's another way. Use the act as if frame. Act as if you're already confident, already enough. Your brain, it can't tell the difference. Mirror neurons fire, whether you're pretending or not. Rewiring your identity with every bold move. Science backs this. Embodied cognition shows acting confident physically changes your brain chemistry, boosting testosterone and lowering cortisol. You're not faking it, you're becoming it. So why does this matter? Because your life is a canvas, and every day you don't act. You're painting with grey. Intention is the brush that splashes colour. Red for passion, blue for truth, gold for legacy. If you keep waiting, overthinking, pleasing, you're not just draining yourself. You're draining the world. Your ideas, your voice, your fire. They're meant to ripple, to change shit. Imagine a future where you stayed quiet. Relationships stagnate. Your career is a hamster wheel. Society keeps sleepwalking. Now imagine the opposite. You speak, act, disrupt. Relationships deepen because you're real. Your career soars because you're bold. Society shifts because you dared to be a comet. Karma's real. And it's a ruthless accountant. Stagnation gets you a bill. Regret, boredom, a life half lived. Action, that's an investment. The universe pays dividends in growth, connection impact. Mistakes are fine. Sitting out the game isn't. The top patterns that drain you. Explaining instead of experiencing. You're like a chef describing the recipe instead of cooking. Explaining is rehearsal. Living is the performance. Next time you're tempted to over-explain, pause and do. Feel the freedom. Waiting instead of moving. You're a race car idling at the starting line. The green light's already on. Act now, even if it's a small step. Momentum builds neural pathways for courage. Analysing instead of living. You're dissecting a symphony instead of dancing to it. Analysis is a map. Living is an adventure. Trust your gut. It's your brain's shortcut, honed by evolution. Pleasing instead of expressing. You're a puppet on strings, dancing for applause. Expression cuts the strings. Say one true thing today and feel the rush of freedom. Controlling instead of trusting. You're gripping the steering wheel so tight you're swerving. Trust is letting go, letting the road guide you. Surrender to the moment and watch life flow. Each trap is a neutral habit, reinforced by repetition. Break them with action, and your brain rewires. That's neuroplasticity, your mind like clay, reshaping with every bold choice. I get it, it's scary to speak up. But imagine how it feels to say what's true, to be free. Staying quiet feels safe, but it's a trap. Speaking up builds real security. Trust in yourself. Confusion opens a window. Your command slides in, linking identity to outcome. You're not someone who hides. You're a leader who inspires. They follow because it feels true, not forced. Your brain is a prediction machine, always scanning for patterns, limiting beliefs like, I'm not enough. They're just bad code, looped by repetition. Reframing an action rewrites that code. When you act against fear, you trigger dopamine, the reward chemical, reinforcing courage. Hypnosis works by bypassing the critical mind, planting suggestions in the unconscious where they take root. The yes set builds agreement, confusion disrupts all patterns, and commands install new ones. It's like hacking your brain's operating system, upgrading from doubt 1.0 to courage 2.0. Don't act, and you're signing up for regret. Picture yourself at 80, looking back. Every I'll start tomorrow. It's a brick in a wall of what ifs. Every time you stayed quiet, you buried a seed that could have grown into a forest. The universe doesn't punish mistakes, it punishes apathy. Act. And you're planting trees whose shade you'll never see, but others will. That's legacy. So here's the truth. You're not a coin flip, a puppet, or a bystander. You're a fucking comet, a rocket, a sledgehammer. Your intention is the operating system, and every action you take rewrites your code. Your identity, your destiny. You already do this. Every bold moment proves it. Now do it more. Speak, act, disrupt. The science is clear. Your brain, it's built to grow. Karma's real. Stagnation is the only sin. The future, if you act, it's vibrant, connected, legendary. If you don't, it's grey, small, regretful. Choose now. Feel that rocket launching, that sledgehammer swinging, that comet blasting. You're not just enough, you're unstoppable, and deep in your unconscious. The truth is now home. guiding you effortlessly forever.